Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, B-Side.
Yeah, B-Side. The music is awesome, man.
Thank you. It's not as loud as I would have liked. I need to adjust that volume a little bit.
Need a little bit more bass, though.
Yeah, that music is by my good friend. More bass. Well, I can't fix that. The music is brought to you by my good friend Christopher Talon. If you need some music written for your show, if you happen to be listening, go ahead and hit me up, and I can get you his name for sure. So today is the B-Side. As you know, every other week we talk to a gig creator or a gig. What the fuck? Oh, it's on loop. Whoops. All right, hold on.
We are professionals.
You know, I took it off my board and tried to put it through StreamYard. So anyways, back that we interview a gig worker or a gig creator / worker on the opposite Wednesdays of our main Gig Economy news show. And today we have Eric from Michigan. I wrote the title. I said, give me something interesting about you. And he's like,
yeah, Jason, you never told me the title. I still don't know what it is.
Oh, it's Eric from Michigan, defender of freedom and a casino master.
Oh, I like that.
Defender of
I'll
freedom.
take that. I feel like you might have stretched a little, but I'll take it.
Oh, God, yes. I've been around this business long enough. Like, come on.
I was wondering where you were going to take that one.
Yeah, I got to be as clickbaity as possible. Jeez.
Defender
It's
of
going to be
freedom.
a good one.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I have my thoughts, but I'm probably not going to go there. So.
Hey, go there. Let's hear it.
No, that's okay. So, hey, Eric, how are you doing today, man?
Good. Gentlemen, it's an honor.
So 3 years you've been listening to us, huh? Now you're just excited to be on the show.
Yeah, so I had a buddy always hyping up gig work. So you know what? I was bored at work one day. I just went on the Apple Podcasts, of course. And you guys are the first ones to pop up. Started I think it was right around COVID. I was working security at the Four Winds Casino.
Okay.
And we had this guard shack outside. So when I was sitting out there, I would just play your guys' show nonstop.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was the girl on there you guys used to have who would always talk about all the money she made shopping during COVID, where I was like, I need to do this.
Was that Sam?
Sam.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Sam. I miss Sam.
She did some ships. She's still around, but she is she's not shipped. She's not a gig right now.
She is an accountant.
Yep. So
she doesn't do any gig work, but
she's good though. She's really good.
Yeah, we've definitely.
Inspiring.
When did you start? Were you listening to the show when Nick was on?
I remember Pete and Sam. I don't remember
Pete and Sam. Okay, so Nick was the original. Well, it was Ben, me, and you, and then we added Nick. Then Nick left, and then Sam came on, right?
Yep.
And then Ben left, and then
Ben was producer for a while, and then he came on, and then yep.
And then Pete came on.
Yep.
Yeah, and then okay, yeah. So now it's just Jesper and I.
Cool. Hey, Eric, why don't you tell us a little bit about your market? I know. Jason said Michigan, but a little bit more about that.
All right. So yeah, have you guys heard of New Buffalo, Michigan? It's the southwest corner of the state.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm down there. My market is kind of northwest Indiana. So Michigan City and LaPorte is one market that's right by me.
Okay.
Which is two cities with 30,000 people. And then also do you guys know St. Joe, Michigan? Nice beach city. That's 10,000 people.
Okay.
So it's kind of the two real close to me. And then there's some nicer Northwest Indiana cities as well. Pretty close.
Okay. And what are your main apps that you run?
So apps, my best has been Spark.
Okay.
By far. It used to be Grubhub up until a year ago. And then I was on last night working pretty hard. I think it's the only night I didn't take a Grubhub. I used to just kill it on there. Every night they send me the longer offers, but it was always 20 plus.
Okay.
I had 3 offers for 5 something yesterday.
Oh wow.
I just couldn't do it.
I'm lucky I get an offer on Grubhub. When I first started, even before Uber Eats became a thing, I've talked about it. Grubhub was the shit.
It was
so much money.
Grubhub was unbelievable, but yeah. So for me, it's Spark. What's that?
No, go ahead. Spark.
DoorDash is still, it's all right when I can log in. I did a couple last night. Just it's always $7. Okay. I feel like since I started that new with acceptance rate thing, I feel like I'm not getting the good ones anymore. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think give the better acceptance rates the higher tipped offers now.
Yeah. What is your acceptance rate?
It's like 30%. So for
Okay.
DoorDash, it's low. For me, it's high.
So I kind of sucked up. I tried to at least, but like I had my stuff reset. So my acceptance rate right now is 75%. Now, mind you, when I get on, I'm not like I get on for an hour. It used to be like you would log in and like they would give you like a 2 or 3 hour block if it said dash now, now it's like an hour. So I don't get a ton of offers, so my rate hasn't really dropped, but I am trying to get up to that. What am I, I'm gold status now, and if I can get my completion rate up, it's platinum or something like that. But I'm trying to play the game, but man, it's tough to even get on, even to schedule 7 days out. It's like you get like an hour and a half that they give you. You're like, what the fuck am I going to do in an hour and a half?
I know.
Day.
Yeah, that's my problem too. But DoorDash just started in my market, New Buffalo, which is like 2,000 people, but it's a fancy beach city.
Oh,
so and I'm like where I stay is like everything is close together. So it's always a $5 search no matter what.
Ooh.
And if there's like one offer out there, I think I'm the only driver. It'll say very busy, $5 bonus.
Nice.
And so it's just like, and half the time it's this Greek restaurant that's new, and it'll be like their menu's jacked up. So I'll show up, get the half pay, go home. It takes like 10 minutes. It's just cheat code. I love
How
it.
does that? I've never had somebody that lived right on a state like line right there. It's seamless. You can go into Indiana or Michigan and you can just bebop around.
Yeah, like the DoorDash zones are different, but like when I'm on Grubhub, you know how you can accept and they'll pay you mileage. What I used to do is I'll like be at my house, turn Grubhub on, and I'll get the mileage to go into the zone.
Okay.
Wow. So you kind of get that like easy money there, and then I always get one going home because there's a lot of people like how DoorDash is kind of the further mileage ones, and those are always ones going back to New Buffalo where I stay.
Nice.
Okay.
But other than that, it's pretty seamless.
Oh, okay. So you do primarily delivery. You don't do rideshare at all?
Nah, my Ford Focus is a little small. It's got a little bit of rust on the sides, so I think that could be. I've had a buddy cut his leg open on my door. So after that, I decided not to. I did get approved. I got approved on Lyft somehow. I don't know how.
I was gonna say. I mean, my first Uber vehicle was a Master 3 hatchback, so it's okay. small cars.
Oh, and my AC is out, so it's a 2009 with 245,000 miles. So it's like good on gas, but bad on staying cool.
Yeah, I was going to say you might want to just put some duct tape on the place that the guy cut his leg on, and then you should be good to go. I mean, I got rust in my bucket too, so it's like no.
Hey, if you say so, I'll try it.
So
I don't know if you're going to fly with a no AC in the summer.
Yeah,
that's the part. But with these nice smoke clouds covering our sunny state of Michigan now, I think it might be good.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible. So you do delivery, and you mentioned your size of your market is about roughly 40,000-50,000 people between the three markets. And you mentioned lately, right now, you're doing what's a Grubhub you mentioned that is really hopping for you.
Mostly Spark. Grubhub's been a little bit sketchy. I still catch some good ones, but.
So do you have the feeling that your market is oversaturated with drivers?
Yeah, it's definitely more saturated than it was, and I think just people aren't ordering as much, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Food, maybe. But we get a lot of summer people, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's summer is shitty. I mean, no matter where you go, it's gosh. And I thought maybe in a tourist town you might be a little bit busier, but like it's been. I turned on DoorDash. When I say turned on, I opened the app today at noon. Motherfucker didn't get bread one time. I watched it. I sat around for a half hour. I had Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Spark, and Instacart on. I got maybe 2 Instacart orders that were just trash. Nothing else for a half hour. I just went home.
Wow.
That is rough. See, that's what I was going to do yesterday. I went to the gym. I turned on my apps. Nothing for like a half hour. Was going to give up. And then boom, Spark.
Okay.
And then I feel like once I get that first spark, I just keep getting them. Like,
yeah, I agree. Once you start rolling on something, usually they just start falling to you.
And then it always like I finish, and then it sends you. It'd be like 20 minutes before the pickup time. It'd send me the one accept, and it just kept doing that. So I got like 5 in a row.
Damn, okay, that's awesome. Do you take advantage of the Spark incentives and stuff, or you just kind of work when you can?
No, I love those incentives. I feel like that's the best part of Spark, right?
Yeah.
Like last night it was like do 4, get $12, do 6, get 24.
Okay.
So I got my 5, and then the store was closing. Okay. But that's what's good about Indiana is because they're an hour behind.
Oh,
or at
shit.
least they're an hour behind, so I can work a little bit later for Walmart
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
and try and pump those out.
That's
I thought I
pretty
was gonna
cool.
have a nice grand finale last night. My last one is just a single for like $12, a little bit low, but I was like, whatever. It's kind of headed back home, and then in the app, it's like, call me, nice cash tip waiting. Yeah, so I go to the house though, and it's her son answers the door, and she's like, "Oh, my son will help you take the groceries in." I was like, "Oh, well, where's the?"
You didn't ask?
And I feel like by her sending her son, it was a given. Maybe
No
that was
way.
involved.
If that is sent to, did you call? You talked to her on the phone?
Yeah, I called her. I talked to her on the phone. She's
Oh,
like,
fuck that. I would be like, hey, you mentioned a cash tip. I mean, if she's verbally said that to you, I would not be awkward. I'd be like, hey, is your mom here? Because she said you had a cash tip for me.
or no, it was written in like the instructions in
Oh,
this Mark
okay.
app.
But I'd be a little less aggressive on it. But I mean, I think I still would ask, because you often wonder how old that note is in there. Just like,
Right.
That's what I mean. I feel like that note could have been there, and I don't know.
then it would get weird, I guess. So.
I'm not. I like Spark too much to push that envelope too far.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck
They
'em.
don't care. They don't care at all.
So
So-
you don't do it full time, right? So you are in the guards. Obviously, we tried to get you a couple weeks ago, and you're doing your 2 weeks, right? Or
Oh yeah, yeah. We do like our big 2-week training is up in Grayling, Michigan. It's like
Oh yeah,
so that's like 3 or 4 hours north, I think.
yeah.
And then once a month we train out in Kalamazoo at the Armory.
Okay, and then you do gig work, and then we you work for Jimmy John's
Yeah, I do
too.
Jimmy John's. I do a 12-hour shift all day Wednesdays, and then
Okay.
actually a gig for you guys, especially Jason,
All right.
Thursdays. It's called Market Wagon. Like
I've tried.
Wait, what?
They're not taking my buddy Gabe, that's in the group. He does Market Wagon like one day a week. It's
It's awesome.
Tuesday or Thursday, and
Yeah.
he makes bank on it.
Yeah, I do it every Thursday. I've been doing it for like since I started 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, I applied and I haven't heard anything from him. I don't know if it's full or.
You know what? I will get a hold of the Granville manager fills in sometimes for us.
Yeah.
Nice.
I will put in a word tomorrow.
Fuck yes.
Hey, let's
But
get him
yeah,
on
it's
the
the
show.
easiest thing. You get a long route, but you can just listen to podcasts. It'll be like 150 miles, but you'll make like $170, and it's like
Yeah.
brainless, super beyond easy.
Well, that's why I like Amazon Flex too. It's kind of the same thing. You get, 30, 40 packages, throw your headphones in and just deliver.
But that's the thing.
stuff.
We get like 15 packages.
Yeah.
So it's like, or 15 like grocery bags, but it's
Right. Well,
it's-
Whole Foods opened up today in our market, so we can now get offers.
Have you guys done Whole Foods yet?
Mm-mm.
So the
Not
first time I did Whole Foods, I didn't really research it before, so I was kind of clueless.
Mhm.
And I went in, somebody posted this. I should have saved, I think I saved it somewhere, but it's deep in my messages. Some guy just went on this long rant about the movie Idiocracy and about how someone was so incompetent they couldn't figure out how to pick up the bags. I think he's talking about me. he blasted me pretty hard though.
Oh my god.
Did you have trouble picking up the bags?
The system was confusing at first. It was overwhelming, but once you get it, it's easy.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's probably Harry Carey in there too,
I was
right?
like, yeah, no, it's not that bad though.
Yeah. Do you just scan the bags like you do?
Yeah, you just scan the bags. They're organized by freezer, dry, chilled.
Aw, you got overwhelmed. It happened.
I was
man.
overwhelmed. It was first
That's
time.
my first time on the job, man. Come on, give me a break.
But that guy was kind of loose cannon. He would blast a lot of people, so I don't feel bad.
Oh, those
Yeah,
groups
yeah.
are just a shit show with that. So do you have a best and or worst story at all? Like with all your different, it doesn't even have to be gig work. It could be Jimmy John's or whatever, anything that's stuck out to you like, "Oof."
Oh, so I did a Spark maybe like it was right before I did my annual training a couple weeks ago. So it was like groceries. I'm going down this country road. My GPS, I think it routed me. It routed me, and I didn't see a house there. So I flip it around,
Okay.
and I'm driving back to the same spot, and there's this kid outside. So I'm like, there's no way. And he's in this long grass, like 4 feet high. Yeah. And he kind of waves at me. So I pull in. There's no real driveway. I couldn't see a house. And I rolled my window. I was like, did you guys have groceries? He's like, oh, yeah. Sorry. We need to mow the grass and stuff. So I grab him and he's got a wheelbarrow. He's like, if you just want to throw him in my wheelbarrow.
What the hell?
I felt bad. He's a nice kid. Didn't smell the best, but so I put him all in his wheelbarrow. He wheeled him off. I could barely make out a house back there.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
Oh.
So he took the wheelbarrow up to the road to get the groceries.
Yeah, he took his wheelbarrow to the road. If he wasn't sitting out there, I wouldn't have saw the house because there was no address.
Did you snap a picture in the wheelbarrow?
Yeah, I'll send it to you guys. I took a picture after too, but I probably shouldn't show that. I feel bad, but
yeah, probably not. God dang, you almost worry about that kid's safety. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on in that house? Like, you can't even see the. I mean,
and it was
if you
just
live
out
in the country, I get it, but geez, mow the lawn.
I don't know. It was a nice kid, but tough spot.
Oh,
tough spot to be in for sure.
What about best story?
Let's see.
Oh, maybe that was the best story. I don't know.
Or I was gonna say, what's your biggest tip?
What's that?
What's the biggest tip you ever got?
I know I delivered pizza to a lady once, and I said something like, I forgot what word I used, like something like spectacular. I said like, I don't know, whatever word I used. She's like, I just appreciate how you said this word, and she gave me like an extra, like I think it was like $20.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
I wish I
gotta remember that word. That's a good thing.
It's like when
I remember what word I forgot what word it was. It was something unique though. I said. I was warning her about being a little bit late. Whatever verbiage I used, she just ate it up.
Like,
nice.
It's like when I say a big word in front of my wife, and she's like, "What the fuck? Where did you get that from?"
Whatever.
I don't get $20 though.
I haven't got anything huge lately. I've had a few where like this happened right before I went to basic training on Uber Eats. I was just taking a Panda almost to the guy's house, and he's like, "Can you stop and get me alcohol?" And I've heard the stories on rideshare, but I don't really like to do that stuff. So I was like, oh, no, I'm like right by your guy's house. So I get there and he's like, oh, man, I'm on house arrest. Like, if I throw you a 20, can you just go to the liquor store for me? So he hands me the 20. He doesn't even have my phone number. So I was like, whatever, I'll go there for you if you want me to. If you trust, I'll be back.
Yeah.
So I go there, pick up like a $8 bottle, come back. He's like, keep the change. I was like, whoa. He tipped me extra on the food, gave me the money for the alcohol.
Yeah, it's weird. You do see those requests from time to time in like DoorDash or like, hey, can you pick me up a Jewel or whatever? I'm totally down with doing that, but guess what? I'm going to need that Venmo money first. I am not going to pick up anything until the cash is in my hand.
I'm not that trusting.
No.
But if he's gonna hand me the cash and then I go, it's
right.
All right.
It's just Venmo's the same thing. It's probably more. He could have handed you a counterfeit bill. You don't know.
Well,
at
least
with Venmo,
first.
you know it's legit.
Yep.
Anyway,
Venmo's the best.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. I've never had the opportunity. No one's ever asked me to do any of that. So
that's cool. Hey, so you've been doing it for what, 3 or 4 years? 5?
Yep, right in there.
What are 2 tips for a new gig worker doing what you want to do right now?
Oh, so I don't know. I still remember when I was new. I think I was delivering out by Notre Dame in South Bend. I got a double from like Chipotle. I was just pumped out of my mind. It was horrible payout. I think it was like $6 for 2 Chipotles. This place is like right across from campus, just overflowing line. And I didn't know the rule about like the canceling. So I was like, I'm not going to cancel.
Oh.
So I waited like an hour for 2 $6 orders. One of them was going to like a COVID containment apartment complex by Notre Dame, which, yeah. So I should have known the rules more because, what is it? 80% completion rate you have to maintain for DoorDash. Yeah. So just know the rules is probably the biggest thing.
Okay.
Don't chase those low balls. I don't worry about my acceptance rate.
No.
I've met kids who DoorDash. I met one recently. He was telling me he takes everything. He claims he's DoorDash all the way down to Florida, just taking everything he can, parking in the middle of the street. I'm like, good God, man. I can't live like that.
No, I have told people not to do that, not to cherry pick, but I am trying to get my stuff up there so I can be top dasher. But the problem is you need 100 deliveries a month, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you can't get on the damn app, how are you supposed to get it?
Yeah, that's tough. I also get paranoid too about like, because when I started, every single one was leave at door. Now they're all handing me. And if you're in like a little bit of not a sketchy area, but like not the best, and it's like, come to the back, come to the back, come to the side alley.
You know, I had one the other day. It said, hand to me. I knocked on the door. I texted him. He didn't come. I just freaking took a picture with my own camera, like just a screenshot, and walked away. It was on Uber Eats, actually, but I'm not waiting around. Like, if you're not going to come to the fucking door, like, I'm not waiting, because the timer for Uber Eats is 8 minutes.
Oh, 8 minutes is long.
That's an eternity. It probably took me less time to get to his house than 8 minutes. So I was like, well, I'll risk him not tipping me. Of course, the tip still came through, but
you got his food.
Yeah,
I don't know. Today I thought I was going to get absolutely hooked up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was reading the screen. I was in not the best part. It was like, it wasn't in fancy St. Joe. It was across in like more of a middle class average area. And this guy rolled, it was like a $29.30 Jimmy John's order.
Mm-hmm.
He rolls up these bills tight. He goes, I hooked you up. I was like, ooh, what is this?
What, a 29-1 bill?
No, it's $32. But it's a thought that counts.
So,
thought that counts.
Steve from Ride to Rodeo. Jason, just schedule every shift, then work when you want during those schedules. Yeah, I need to find out when the schedule drops. It must be, I think it's 3 p.m. every day or something like that. But I'll have to set an alarm and get in there. But like, yeah, every time I go in there, try to schedule. I mean, I even tried the day after the 4th of July, because I think it's out. What does that be? Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. They do 7 days, and they still was like 3 in the morning, 3:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. Okay.
Is it hard for you to get on the Grubhub schedule? Have you tried recently?
No, I don't even try. I just turn it on.
I can't. Yeah, so do I. But I tried yesterday, and I got on, and I was like, I wonder how that happened. Did you guys get the email that said? I got an email, and you got that?
Yeah.
You can drop blocks with no penalty due to the air quality.
Yeah, I did get that. You know, it's interesting with Grubhub. I never liked to get on the schedule because they were so anal retentive. Like, they would, if you got any, like, if you didn't respond to them right away, or if you, what is it? Could you take a break for like, isn't like 10 minutes? It was very small amount of time.
They're very strict.
Yeah. So I got too stressed out because I'm trying to multi-app, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do Grubhub wild. I'm not going to worry about it too much. But I had to tell you, Eric, I've been around Grubhub so long. I was there when they paid us $10 an hour to sit home on our couch. That's how long.
So funny story. The guy, I work with him at Jimmy John's. The guy that got me into gig work, he got banned from scheduling because I think he was scheduling during some sort of natural disaster. So he was sitting at home getting paid. Oof. And then they came back on him because they were paying him the $10 an hour all day long.
Oh.
And I think it was the power was out in the whole city.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he got paid for the whole day. And it wasn't his fault.
It's the app's fault, right? I mean,
it is the app's fault.
They should know better. I mean, within 2 hours, you got to know what's up. I mean, you got to be watching what's going on. And there's got to be like settings. You know, Jesper's a web guy. They're like, why is this? Something's going on in this market over here. Like, we should check it out. No, we're just going to do it.
It should be automatic. I mean, it should be responding to all the weather warnings.
So. Steve, I can schedule the next 4 days on DoorDash right now. Well, yeah, I can schedule 2 in the next 4 days, but it's 3:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. It doesn't give me a great time to. Oh, he's sending me a picture. This is the MO of Steve. Okay, so 6:30 to 10:30 he's got. Okay. 4 a.m. to 4. Okay, yeah. These are all bullshit, Steve. 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. Okay. 4 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. That doesn't work. Or is that a full 24 hours? Yeah. See, these are all like in the middle of the night. I can do that too, Steve.
So Eric, the story you're telling about how being in line forever. My very first Uber Eats, it was just I mean, they had just turned Uber Eats on in Grand Rapids, and I've only done like, I don't know, 5 total. I don't know, but the first one I did. So you're from Grand Rapids, so you remember Ionia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So down on Ionia, there used to be a place. I forget the name of the place, but they always open till 4 or 5, and they had these big burritos. Menace, thank you.
Okay.
And at 1:30, I got an order for Menace, right, to be delivered in East Grand Rapids, and of course, idiot me takes it. And this was back when there was still search and everything, and we were all waiting for 2 o'clock, right? and I take this thing, and it takes me like an hour and a half to drop this stupid burrito off in East Grand Rapids, right? And I'm like, oh, I lost out on the 2 o'clock surge and everything. I was so mad.
Jeez.
Fucking rookie.
I know
Jasper,
that was a rookie mistake.
when are you gonna hit double digits in food delivery?
I never. That would be a no, never. I mean, I Uber Eats. I do have DoorDash. I'm technically Grubhub, I guess, but I don't ever do.
No
that.
way, they've kicked you off by now.
Maybe they do. Yeah.
You know what app kicked me off when I was at basic training?
What?
Have you heard of Point Pickup?
Yeah, I applied for that one too, Eric. I
Wait.
still can't get in.
Oh, you didn't even get on?
No, it's still every time I open the app, thanks for applying. You're on the wait list.
Oh, well, they
Trust
banned
me.
me just because I was gone for like 6 months.
What?
Really?
It wasn't the best, so I'll Spark any day.
Oh, which phone is this on? Yeah, Spark. If you're gonna you'll get kicked off that one too.
What?
Mm-hmm. Every winter, because I'm not doing lawn care anymore, but I would stop doing Spark in like February or March and then try again in like November. I reapplied and they brought me back on. It wasn't a terrible process, but yeah, they will kick you off the platform.
So that's what I was worried about. In basic training, it felt like, I think it was week 6, we hit like Christmas break. So they let us fly home for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I made sure I did like at least one delivery on every app just so I wouldn't get.
No, that's super smart, because
good.
What happens if it fills up and then you can't get back on? Then you're like, shit.
Yeah, because I've heard horror stories about people getting on Spark.
It wasn't too bad for me, but no, it was early on. It was the first year that it came to Michigan or to Grand Rapids, so it wasn't too bad.
I think I remember hearing it about from you actually, and I was like, what is this? Because you're like, I have this app. I don't want to talk specifics because I make a lot of money.
That was Jason.
Eric, I made bank. One winter, that's all I did. Like, that was my entire winter was Spark, and it's just gone to pot now.
Why is it so bad? Why is it so bad now, though?
Saturated.
Well, right.
I feel like I get a lot of like deliver 2 grocery orders for like $22.
Oh, fuck. I haven't seen that in so long. I used to I used to clean up on the shopping deliveries. Like, I like the shopping deliveries.
Yeah.
Because I like controlling my own timetable, right? Like, as soon as I get it, I can go to the store. I don't have to wait for a certain time to take the order. Like, yeah, I love shopping deliveries, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think, you get to the point, sometimes you have so many apps. It's like, if I would just dial in a little bit and maybe focus, because I get bored, right? I go to Walmart, nothing happens. Okay, I'm going to turn DoorDash on. Okay, nothing's there. I'm going to turn this one on. I'm like, maybe if I just had a little patience, and I just hate sitting still. It's like I'm losing at my mind just sitting in the parking lot waiting for an order.
Maybe if I had a little patience.
Yeah.
But I think Spark, once you get cracking, I think they're going to flow. I think you have some good days ahead on there.
I need to start doing it. Ours starts early a.m., like 7 a.m. Like,
I've never done the super early, but if I start at like noon, I'll go till close.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to come crashing down for you, Eric. You just wait.
What I don't get, though, is like we have 2 stores in my zone. If we have a bonus, it'll only be for the one out of the 2 stores. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. We have 3 stores in our area, but one's way on the other town. One's like, what do you say, like middle of town and then west of town. But
yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, Eric, this is fun. It was super cool that you've been listening so long. It was kind of cool to hear that. I'm glad. I don't know how we connected.
Facebook. I wrote one. I think you posted a generic, how's everybody's week?
Oh, okay. And you commented.
Yeah, I commented.
Yeah.
That's and then awesome, you wrote something about the B-side. And I was like, whoa, this is easy to get on this podcast. I told all my friends to watch. Do you guys have any extra live streamers, or they will watch they will listen?
We actually have more people today than normally.
Yeah,
on the B side, a couple more
for sure.
So this is good.
No, I appreciate it. We'll stay on the line before we're done. But guys, thank you so much for listening to the Gig Economy Podcast and the B side. Next week we'll be back for our regularly scheduled program. I listened to the show last week, Jesper. That was a rough edit, buddy.
I know. But that was my fault. I did.
Hey, you know what? I already made a commitment, and you don't know about this, and it's live on TV. Every other week, you're going to do the intro and the ads just so you get good at it, because man alive, that sucked.
Hey, Catherine.
Catherine, you're late. We're just signing off, girl.
Go back and listen to it.
Anyways, thanks guys so much for listening. We'll see you next week, 8 p.m.
Thanks,
Eastern.
guys.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.